So there's no paint, we're just gonna varnish and talk about, you know.
Okay, so what you're gonna need for this tutorial video thing is some of this booty powder here and a bottle waddle that sprays.
Seriously, Sace?
What?
Booty powder?
Booty powder. Keeping them butt cheeks from getting chapped, bro.
Or frothy.
Frothy.
Nobody likes frothy butt cheeks.
Or if you or if you use this before you exercise and get all sweaty, then it becomes pancake batter.
Pancake batter. In your crack. There's nothing more exciting than pancake batter in your crack. Alright, peeps, let's talk about varnish. Because you people keep asking me about varnish. So today is the day. Shut that door.
You shut that door.
You shut that door.
Shut the front door!
Woo! Or shut the studio door. Alright, so.
I want to do it. 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 I want to do it.
Where's the paper towels? Right on. Wow, that was appropriate. Is there anything else you'd like to throw on the floor there?
Let me try this again, okay? This is a two-part effort. You have to catch whatever I throw to you.
I caught it. They couldn't see it, but I caught it. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this.
Okay, just a heads up. I didn't tell you prior.
Anything today.
I didn't tell you prior to filming, but like these guys are in the shot, and these guys are in the shot, and nothing past that.
Nothing past that.
Don't be like, hey, look at this cool thing over here.
Yeah. Wow. Let's pick that up, you moron, and put it back on the counter. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
That's what I'm here for.
I know.
Don't get lippy with me.
Quit. Okay, I don't want these sprayed. Okay, let's talk about powder. Now, cornstarch is just fine. Cornstarch is perfect. This is pure cornstarch that they're calling baby powder. I don't even know that they label this as baby powder anymore because you know that, it causes some stuff to go on that isn't very good.
I can't really see it. You want to bring that in focus? And it's very blurry.
Well, that's not my problem.
Maybe we should focus. Oh, okay, maybe glary is the word we should use.
Glary?
Yes.
It's very glary?
Yes.
Is this fine?
Just on the bottle. The paintings look excellent, but the bottle is like...
These are the two pieces that I did in one of the other episodes. I forget which episode. I'll probably look it up. These two are already sold, so don't get excited. Don't ask me if you can buy them because they've already been paid for. They're leaving as soon as this varnish is set up. Okay, so here's what I do, and I am not an authority on this. However, I will tell you that
you don't turn your phone off?
No, I don't turn my phone off. I have been varnishing paintings for a very long time.
Since I was 6.
And I've never had this go wrong. Now, I'm not saying that it couldn't, but it can. You don't need to...
I prefer the tapping method over this.
You don't need so much baby powder on here that it's soupy. You just need to rub down the canvas because it removes any oil from the silicone, it removes any oil from the paint, any excess oil from fingerprints or whatever. It just dries it all up. It's really awesome.
I'll show you what not to do.
Is your ear ringing? I've got it ringing in my ear.
I'll show you what not to do in a minute because she asked me to cover them with baby powder the other day. And I didn't like...
Oh my lord.
She didn't like...
so much... So here's the thing. We have like 200 pieces to put on Etsy, okay? And I asked him to baby powder them without giving him specific instructions. I come downstairs, the entire basement is like a plume of smoke of baby powder. I had to wear a mask. And see what this is doing? I don't know if you can see it or not. But
probably not.
It's starting to kind of beat up, like rolling a booger between your fingers. Don't act like you've never done it. Can't wait for the comments on that. Hey guys,
I'm a lady, sir.
Let's talk about the raffle. The raffle is still in full swing. We are going to draw the name for the giant painting for the raffle for Rockboard on October 21st when we go live for the first time. My disclaimer on the going live is that I've never gone live except when I've actually been on stage doing events. So I've never done it through the internet, so it may or may not be a train wreck, but I'm sure you're going to want to tune in to see. So you still have time to donate. For every $10 you send to the PayPal account, you're entered in for one chance to win. Enter as many times as you want. Blah, blah, blah. All that money is going to Rockboard. For those of you who have been so kind as to sponsor us this month, I want you to know how much we appreciate that. Truly, I mean, we kid a lot on here, but I truly appreciate you sponsoring us. Please don't be mad that we haven't mentioned you as a sponsor. We're taking all of that money and putting it into the Rockport Fund as well, so that we're invested in it as much as everybody else. After we are finished with the raffle, all the money coming in will be sponsor money at that point. If you want to sponsor us and sponsor the channel, and we will give everyone their due. So right now, if you send us sponsor money, your name is going on the list as a Rockport raffle participant, because it's just the easiest way to do this for us, and it's the right thing to do. We want to be invested in this as well. So kits, the kits are in full swing. We have a few left. If you want to get a kit, you send me an email and I will send you an invoice through PayPal, and you can get a kit and we'll ship it out to you. So kits are going to start shipping in the next couple of weeks. Everybody will have their kit in plenty of time for the live event. Even if you can't participate in the live event, you know, that video is still going to be online just like the rest of them. So you would still be able to paint right along with me, just maybe without as much beck and call instruction. So don't let that detour you, because these kits are going to be awesome and you're going to have everything you need, especially if you're a newbie.
Hey, real quick, can you tell me why you have a bag of cottage cheese down here that exploded in my hand?
Well, it exploded in your hand because you picked it up and then started tossing it about.
They don't need to know that.
No, they do need to know that. Okay, so this one has been properly rubbed down.
You're
so
not gonna
I'll leave
explain
a link. No, I'm not going to explain any of it.
That it's not a bag of cottage cheese. You're just gonna let them think that it is a bag of cottage cheese. It's for good luck.
Honey, they've been listening to your antics for several weeks now. They know not to believe a word you say.
I don't believe that.
Go ahead and comment, y'all. So Fan Mail Friday was a total success. We want to thank the 2 peeps that sent us stuff, making Fan Mail Friday filming possible. We had so much fun with all of that. There are now tiny little hands shaking hands or flipping people off all over the house.
I'll be right back.
And it has just been a blast. And the new torch, Rachel, is phenomenal. You are a total rock star, chick. And the noisemakers have been used to torment the cat. So it's just been good. We're just going to keep rubbing all this cornstarch here into the canvases. These are a lot less oily. These, I left the paint a little bit thick because I wanted some texture in there, so those have a little bit more oil in them than these. I don't know if you recognize this one, but this was the winner.
I can't really see it.
You can't?
No.
This one was the winner of the Rio&Sace challenge.
Boo!
For,
boo! Where's mine? You're not even going to display mine?
Where is yours? It's over there. Go grab it. This one was the winner of the Rio&Sace challenge for the Fan Mail Friday Rainbow Pour. And see how dark this dries? We're going to fix that with the varnish. They always look so much different wet than they do dry, but the varnish brings them up.
Look how nice mine looks.
Well, that's because yours doesn't follow the rules.
There's your face.
And there's Chase's.
Look how pretty that is. And you guys didn't even vote for me.
Oh no, some of them did. Out of total loyalty.
Yeah, like 6.
Yeah, well, whatever. I got my butt kicked on the first one that we did.
Yeah.
And Jimmy sat his butt in my painting, so it didn't really matter. Alright. So we've told you about the kits. We've brought that up. Guys, we need you to like and share. Like, and share all of our videos. If you want us to continue doing what we do, we need your help with that. Because you guys sharing the videos is how we get to where we need to be with this station. And we're pretty excited about doing some other things with y'all. But all of that takes fundage and sharing, and everybody watching adds a tiny amount of cash to the AdSense account, which we have yet to figure out how to even break into. And it's like our own account.
Let me show them what not to do.
What not to do?
Yes.
Please don't make a plume.
A plume?
That's enough, Sace. That's enough, Sace. Sace, that's enough. Sace! We don't need that. Oh. Sace. Sace, are you done? You are molesting that canvas, Sace, with a baby hand. Oh, now with 2 hands? Really, Sace? Sace. Sace, if you don't stop, I'm going to send all of our fans your little hands. Then what are you going to do, Sace? Get this off there. I'm not even addressing that. Take it outside. It's going to make a plume, and then it's going to be yucky. Okay. There's that one. I have a few more over here that we want to go ahead and powder, because I figured if we're going to talk about varnish, you guys might as well just see them all.
And the full process of how
this one?
we do said vernishing.
This one's from an episode. Which episode was this?
16.
That's not true. It's like 33. This was the suck my butt for combo here. Yo, if you get the Floetrol, my advice to you is to buy a pair of cheap pantyhose and filter that Floetrol twice through those pantyhose. And then rinse them out, because the strainers still allow for a little bit of chunkiness to come through there, which is fine if you like the texture, but then it's a little more challenging for this part of it to get all the oil off, because that Floetrol is like soap, really. Sace, are you helping, Sace? You need a glove on that hand.
Somebody suggested I dip them in glue.
Oh, wow. Somebody also suggested finger condoms. For the record, y'all's comments are hysterical. Keep them coming. Because it just eggs us on to do things here. Look at this. See, I can't just pour one. This is what you didn't see on camera.
Because Rio doesn't like showing you guys everything. Like her face.
You don't need to see my face. What do you care? I think it's more fun to imagine what this obnoxious voice sound it looks like than to actually see it anyway. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. This one's beautiful. Really pretty. We're going to do another segment on this because that does look like turquoise. Same exact color combination. This one, all the metallic came up on this one. A little bit of baby powder. Oh yes, thank you, Sace, for a hand. Sace is giving me a hand. Oh, this one's a little chunkier. Now, when you're doing this, if you find that you've rubbed a little too hard and your canvas is sagged, all you need to do is spray the back of the canvas. Give it a little spritz with some water.
Our magical substance, which you can buy from us at Rio&Sace.com.
Yeah, magical substance. One part of me wants to tell you that it's, you know, like horse urine and something else. But the truth of the matter is, it's just water. It's just water.
Why would you spray your canvases with horse urine? That's gross.
I don't know. I'm feeling kind of froggy today.
Frothy? That's
Frothy.
We didn't need to know that.
That's why we got the baby powder. That's for frothy. Alright. Are you guys thoroughly bored now?
I am bored. Are we? Okay, yeah.
Hey, it's been brought up that y'all want to do a Q&A segment every week. And we are down for it. You just need to send us the questions. Well, like once a month or something. I don't care. It makes no difference to me.
So do you want to have them ask their questions through the comments on this one and then we'll read them off?
I don't care. Either email us the comments. Either email us
in the comments, but we'll film a video of us sitting behind and underneath the table, reading the comments off of our phone.
Perfectly good, Governor. Perfectly good. And you've also requested...
Fist bump.
That was weird. You've also requested photorealism shots. So we're gearing up the studio for that. We'll do fast-forwarded realism shots videos. And then with Chase and I commenting on voiceover over it. That will be funny. Okay. Because we're all about funny. Because without funny, life sucks.
So yeah, then we can do like 7-minute clips that shut off on their own.
Yeah, whatever. I'm cool with that.
And at this point, the camera begins to shut off, and it's off. And then I turn it back on.
This is one of the giveaway pieces out of the 3. It's already been powdered quite a bit.
Powdered.
But we are going to varnishka. Which is, you know, Rio for varnish. we are going to varnishka the
Get out of here.
canvas.
Get out of here.
Okay.
Anyway.
I think we have powdered enough of these. Now let's clean them off. There's no real magic there either. Okay. So all I'm gonna do, I don't use the soap. And I've never had an issue, and some folks use soap. I don't use soap. I've been asked about the soap. I don't use the soap. Why would you?
Huh? Why would I what?
Stream this.
Stream what? I don't stream anything. Live stream. I don't like. What are you talking about?
Gonna wipe this down. Now, don't panic if when you look at your paper towel, you've got a little bit of color on there. It's gonna happen.
That's because of the Floetrol.
That is because of the Floetrol. I'm convinced it's the Floetrol. So, if you don't want that to happen, you're gonna have to use a Liquitex or a golden medium.
Pouring medium.
Pouring medium. Or glazing medium, or the heavy gloss gel that's watered down, a 1:3 ratio. That I've used that before. That can be used. But for purposes of this being affordable, especially for everyone just starting out, we use the Floetrol. And the Floetrol doesn't 100% seal. That's why varnishing these is so important.
Importante.
Importante. Okay, Sace. So that one's no longer cloudy. That has been... Oh, do you need me?
Yes.
Oh.
It's very nice to meet you.
It's very nice to meet you too, Sace.
Are you Rio&Sace?
I am.
I am like your
Rio&Sace.
biggest friend, biggest fan. Can I have your autograph?
No, I don't give autographs.
Why not?
Because you're going to sell it on eBay, Sace. I know you.
Yes, and?
That's not cool.
I stole your hand.
That's fine. You can have it. You can sell that on eBay that I wore that hand.
Tiny creepy hand worn by the one and only Rio&Sace. $4.
$4.
Yes.
That's a bargain. You don't think it's worth more than $4 now that I've worn it?
No.
That's cool.
I watched you pick your nose before you put your finger in there, so.
Well, everybody likes a little boogie. Whatever, Stace. Whatever. Okay, see, there we go. Those are now cleaned off. Gonna move those out of the way because we're gonna come back and varnish all of these, and you're gonna get the full-fledged
Rio&Sace effect. Saris Rio effect.
Hey, there's my phone again because I'm a professional.
I gotta sit down. I'm getting tired of standing because I'm literally...
Seriously, you're getting tired of standing?
Yes.
You're like 20 years old and you're getting tired of standing? I'm like leaning over this entire counter here.
Like you act like you didn't know how old I am or when my last birthday was or...
We don't care, Stace.
Exactly.
Okay, those two are good.
Or the tattoo that I recently got.
Oh yeah, Stace. You just go for that. Tattoo your whole face, I don't care.
I kind of look like my spicy.
Let's show these some love here. Now, if the paint's a little bit thicker, like this one, and it's got a little more crevicey going on, you've really got to make sure you get all that baby powder out of there because you do not want it mixing in with the varnish because it will cause it to discolor.
The chemical reaction between the two may cause a mild explosion. Yeah, hi, I'm a chemist and you're full of crap. Thank you.
I can hear those comments already. Isn't this fun? Oh my lord, isn't this more fun than pouring paint? Said no one ever.
You guys ask for videos like this.
It's okay, they need to know. I don't mind. I'm just making fun of myself because I know you guys are so used to us being wild and obnoxious, and these are just challenging to be obnoxious with because they just are what they are. I'm simply wiping off a painting, like wiping a baby's butt.
Booty.
Booty! Clean that booty.
Little known fact, Sace is actually terrified of babies.
I don't know why.
Because they're tiny and gross and scary and...
Tiny and gross and scary.
Tiny and gross and scary, yes.
This is one of my favorite pieces right now. I love
did that
this. No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Look, see the blue came off?
Kids, you're dumb.
Sometimes they just need to set a little bit longer. But these have cured out for the appropriate amount of time. Usually, you guys, you should let these sit for like 7 days. These I've let sit for longer than that. They've been curing out, left to themselves for quite a while. So
2 months.
That's not true. We haven't even been on the air for 2 straight months. Coming up on 2 months though, right?
Woo!
Let's not dent the canvas.
Look, okay.
Okay.
Okay, look. Okay? Look.
There we go.
Look
There's
at me.
that.
Look at me.
Look at you.
Don't look at me. Stop.
Don't look at you.
Stop. Look away.
I love what you've drawn on your leg there, Stace.
Thanks.
Alright.
It's a tattoo-ish thing.
I swear this one has eyeballs in a mask. Look at the eyeballs. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see that through the thing, Stace? Look, it has eyeballs.
Yes.
It's creepy!
Like the face.
Like my face? Like
Yes.
your face.
Hey, I have a beautiful face.
Looks like your butt.
It was chiseled from marble by the angels.
Chiseled from marble by the angels?
Yes.
Your butt was or your face?
Both.
Wow. That's impressive. Is this a fact? Did you have documentation to prove that your butt and face have been chiseled?
No, as far as you know, it's stolen.
These are not clean.
Ish.
No, they're clean.
Ish.
Let's do this. Now, let's move on to wipe that off.
You worked it off.
Let's move on to varnish.
Okay, so when you're wiping these off, you want to do a slow
Don't do this over here.
counterclockwise motion with this, okay? You don't want to go any faster than this. We want a consistent speed of about 2.5 miles per hour with every rotation, getting wider and wider. And then at the end, you want to come back across very gently, just like this, and then get the edges, and then just like this. The torch is for heating up the silicone, bringing it to the surface, creating cells. We use Liquitex Varnish. Leave me alone.
Let me wipe these off one more time. Did you guys get all that? That was brilliant, Sace. I don't know why you haven't just taught this whole segment. Let's talk about varnish. Not all varnish is created equal, like a lot of other things in this world. Now, you can use the spray varnish, and I have no objections to it. I've used it on a lot of things. Sometimes with a lot of texture, the spray varnishes are a lot easier.
But typically
With
after
these,
using
however-
spray varnish, it turns the bottoms of your feet purple.
Is that a scientific fact there, Chase?
Everything that I say is a scientific fact.
Okay, well,
I'm very bored.
I'm going to need to see that documentation.
Can I throw this at you?
I guess
If
so.
you're gonna show that off, right? Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so can you even see it? Let's not do that. Not on the canvases, Chase. Please.
What?
Okay, Liquitex Professional High Gloss Varnish. This is what I use. I don't use anything else on these. Yes, sometimes there's some paintbrush streaks in them, but that adds to the character of the canvas itself. I mean, all the old world masters have streaks on their paintbrushes, or on their canvases from the varnish.
On their paintbrushes.
Let's talk about the brush, okay? You guys, this brush right here is the one brush that I spend the most time taking care of, because this brush has got to stay soft in order for the brush process to work. And I use this size because it's less work. I did start out with a tiny one. They come in all different sizes. I got this at Michael's.
Yeah.
There's a 3-pack at Michael's.
Can you tell me exactly how many fibers are in that brush so I know exactly which one to get?
Yeah, like 6 million.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like
437,323. That's how many. That's exact. Yeah, I counted those.
I don't think you
I was
can
ready.
count that
No,
high.
I counted them.
I don't think you can count that high.
So this is what we're using. This is my brush. These are available at Michael's. They come in a 3-pack. They come 3 sizes. This is the biggest one. What I typically do is have a tiny little cup. Do not shake this varnish before you use it. Do not shake it. because it will have bubbles in it, and those little bubbles will pop long after. So this stuff never gets jostled around after I have a shipment of it shipped in. It sits on the shelf for, you know, probably about a month before we even open it. So all I do is squeeze out about that much, which is whatever. I mean, seriously, at this point, you can think for yourself and figure it out.
4.8 liters.
So then, I don't want to submerge the entire brush because you don't want to get your varnish up here. It's hard to clean it out, okay? So I just come in here with the first little bit here.
You're doing a great job.
Well, thank you for that, Sace. Thank you for that.
You should like start a YouTube channel.
I should start a YouTube channel? I don't know if YouTube would like me or not.
I'm thinking a gaming channel.
A gaming channel?
Yeah.
Do you guys want to watch me and Sace play games? I've never played any of those games. Somebody suggested that we once a week play a video game together for YouTube. Which, you know, whatever. Okay, let's stay on task here for a minute, okay?
No.
Let's just stay on task for a minute.
Nope, not doing it.
You don't want to overbrush this, alright? You're going to have a tendency to want to keep brushing it and keep brushing it, just like you have a tendency to overwork paint.
Tennessee?
Tendency, not Tennessee.
Can you tell me exactly what angle you're holding that brush at?
The angle necessary to get the most coverage. We're not getting that technical. You guys can think for yourself, figure it out. It's really not a big deal. Solve a problem. Okay, so basically I'm looking at the light. I'm using the light as my friend with this to make sure that I have even coverage on everything. I'm not pushing down. I'm letting the brush just glide right across the top of that. Once it starts to drag, you gotta quit. And you cannot come back in and do 2 or 3 coats in one day. You have to let this dry for 24 hours, which is why it takes so long to get these on Etsy. Because, you know, it's really crucial that, first of all, that you let the paint cure out. So this is gonna dry in a few minutes, but it's kind of a trick because you have got to let this dry out overnight. You got to give it 24 hours, and then you can add another layer. And depending on the piece, I will either do this 2 or 3 times. And I will go in different directions each time I do this. So I brush this one on this way. When I come back in tomorrow, I will brush it this way. And then there will be very few, if any, brush strokes in it. So this one is good. I've got a little bit of pooling on the edge. You want to make sure you come back in and kind of deal with that. Let's move on to this one here. But do you see the difference? I don't know if you can see the difference. This one, now the colors are now really coming to the surface and have intensified versus what they look like before they've been varnished. It's just amazing. On one hand, varnishing is not as near as much fun as playing in the paint, but it is gratifying because you do get to see the true colors of the paint again come through, just like it was when it was wet. And it's fun. It's fun to see it come to life.
You know what else is fun?
Tiny doll hands.
Yes, but I'm too far away for that. Maybe if I put one on my toe, I could get it in the shot, but...
Yeah, just don't get your toe in the painting, please.
I'm going to get my toe in the painting.
This is interesting. This is the first time anybody has ever watched their painting be finished by me. This is the most publicity I've ever had in my whole life with the YouTube stuff. We're loving it though. You guys, if you just, y'all keep sharing and keep liking and we keep growing, we'll stay on the air. That's just all there is to it because we're having a lot of fun. I appreciate knowing that we have inspired a lot of people to paint. Just know that this is just the beginning of what we're going to do with this channel. There will be lots of other painting segments with different mediums and different styles and different techniques offered because I'm going to get bored very easily if we don't do that. So now I want to move these 2 over because they need to just sit and dry. Yay.
Hey, does this look weird?
Oh my lord, those stick to your face. To the girl who told us that she was laughing at 5:15 a.m. like a sea lion clapping her hands, I was going to respond with something funny, but I couldn't figure out how to type or. So, that didn't work out. I couldn't spell check that, so I wasn't sure you'd understand what I was saying, but that was hilarious, and I spit coffee on the computer. That was genuinely funny.
Maybe that's why your computer doesn't work.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
That and the fact that it's overworked from trying to download all of this stuff.
Look at this.
That's really funny. Okay, so this one was part of the Rainbow Pour series that you didn't get to see because we only put so many on. We only do 2 online, and then I finish pouring the paint. Somebody asked me that too. You guys get all ate up about what I do with the paint. Let me assure you that I don't waste paint. It doesn't happen here. There's a little tiny bit of overflow, but when you think about the fact that that paint has been mixed with Floetrol, which is just basically soap, in my opinion, and there's, 1 part paint to 3 to 4 parts Floetrol, depending on the paint.
And water.
And sometimes even a little bit of water. I very seldom use water with the Floetrol because I don't like the paint super runny. But there's very little actual paint being wasted. So y'all need to not stress out about that because it's not necessary. Stress out about some other stuff. And I don't like wasting the paint either. So we just don't do it very often. We just don't waste very much. So I end up pouring sometimes 3 or 4 more, sometimes 12 more, depending on how much paint I've mixed. Because I thoroughly do enjoy painting, and it is what I do for a living. So yeah, it's not just sitting in the cups. And if you put the silicone in the big batch of paint, you really only have a little bit of time to use it. If you let it sit out overnight, it's really no good. I mean, you can try it if you want to, but I've never had success with it. So as long as you don't put the silicone in it, you can keep it, because I was asked that too. Can you keep the paint overnight? And I have big giant containers of the paint that I have pre-mixed with Floetrol, but I've also learned recently that, if that doesn't get used in a pretty rapid amount of time too, it kind of curdles like cheese.
Cheese curdles.
Yeah. So,
Cottage cheese.
as much of a pain as it is to mix the paint,
You're so
the
boring.
day we're going to film. I know this is boring, but people are learning something here.
I'm learning
Look
a
how
thing or
beautiful
two.
that is. That's
I did
beautiful. That one's gorgeous. Okay, let's see if we can bring this one back to life.
Are you gonna varnish mine?
Yeah.
So they can all regret voting for you?
Well, yeah, because this one's, it is what it is, right?
Because you sabotaged my painting?
Oh, I did.
Yeah. You
You
dripped
poured
paint
your-
into it.
You poured your own painting,
And
Mr.
you
Sace.
dripped paint into mine, off
I
of
didn't.
yours,
No, I
causing
didn't.
me to lose.
No, I didn't.
Yes, I did. Yes,
Your
you
colors did not come up,
Yeah, they
causing
did.
you to lose. There we
I just
go.
used prettier colors. Yours looks like mud.
Mine's very dark. There's no mud. It's just dark.
It's mud.
Oh, it is.
Don't
Is
lie.
that your expert opinion? That it's
Yes.
mud? Are you an
Yeah.
expert in mud production?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We've also got to film that challenge. We're going to do that this week. We're going to film that challenge. It's not going to get released until October, but we are going to film that challenge this week. So, Nikki, if you're watching, I got to go back through and read my email and see what the rules are for that challenge.
Hi, Nikki.
And we will get it. We will get it done. Okay.
Should you paint like sunflowers and stuff or what?
No, it's just a pour challenge. It's I think we've got to pour straight from the cup individual colors, and then
I think you
I
should
think
do
that the only way we can manipulate the paint is with a fork. So the canvas can be any size, the fork can be any size, which is really funny to me.
Can we make our own fork
I'm
so
sure
that
we
it's
can.
super unique and
Yeah.
authentic?
Yeah, why not? So I need you to get designing forks for me,
Okay.
Sace.
Hand me that popsicle stick.
Let's bring in some other pieces that have been varnished.
Okay.
So please, let's bring in some of the green ones and some of the other segmented ones.
See, here's the thing. My legs don't work.
See, here's the thing. Get on it right now.
Can you say please?
I can say please. I'm not sure if I'm in the mood for a please today. Please say, see, there we go.
What color do you want?
Bring some of the green ones. We had a request to see some of the green ones. Bring.
Oh, good. I see the green ones.
You can bring the interference ones, the small little interference
Here,
ones.
catch.
Hang on, I'm actually really varnishing something here. I don't know. This is like show and tell is hard when the whole table is covered with this and you guys can't even see what I'm doing here. Look at that one. That one's beautiful. Wowza! That one's gorgeous.
So you just want me to sit here and hold these while
Sure, if you're not doing anything else productive.
you bite me.
I'm hungry. Those green ones are beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna set this right here.
I painted these.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Not paint those. It's cute though. It's cute.
Uh,
Alright, I know you can't see that. I'm down over here. So, you pretty much get the gist. In 24 hours, we're going to repeat the process. So now, let's show you some. Oh, wow.
Did you just pour that all over the table?
I did.
What is wrong with you?
Well, it's not a large enough, container for this paintbrush, I can tell you that. Really, all I was trying to do was rest it on there, and it's just... Okay, so twice now. Oh, wow. Twice now we have spilled it. So I'm actually going to quit. I set that down there. Wipe my hands off.
Show and teal.
Show and teal.
Green.
Give it here. This is part of the green pours. These have been varnished. These are ready to, these are going to go probably on Etsy today or tomorrow. That is your segment on varnish. That's really all there is to know. I'm sure somebody else will come up and tell you that there's more, and maybe there is more. But in my years of doing this, this is what I've done, and I've never had a problem. And I hope this has helped answer some questions. And Q&A, yes, please share. Share. And that was a rainbow cup pour too. How cool is that? That one turned out really good.
Like, share, subscribe. Send us your finished piece.
Hey, yeah, we want to see your
on
Instagram, hashtag Rio&Sace or hashtag 2 Idiots and a Goose. We have lots of hashtags rolling right now on Instagram. And I will make more effort with Instagram this week. Alright, we're getting out of here. Love you guys. Thank you for all your support. By the time this airs, we'll be at 16,000 subbies. We have no idea how we did that, but we owe it all to you. Thank you for your support and for sharing us and for thinking we're funny and enjoying what we do. We do it for you. Until next time, thanks for joining us in the studio. Ciao! Sace, you're leaving, baby fingerprints on the lens.
Look,
Sace.
I was trying to do the thing that all the other guys do that I watch on YouTube.
Which is,
and then they shut it off with the editing, the cool editing stuff, you know?
Sace.
My hands are too tiny.
To come in with their hand and close it off. Patty cake Sace. Turn off the computer! Or the camera!
This is a camera. You almost made me say computer.
Sace.
What?